An ancient painting from the 1860s has a little surprise that will make you giggle. There's this lady walking with her eyes glued to something. Does she have her head buried in a phone? It's hilarious how things haven't changed much, except for the old-timey clothes she's wearing. This discovery went viral when some sharp-eyed visitors spotted it in a museum in Munich. The painting in question is The Expected One by Ferdinand Georg Waldmüller. Turns out she's not a time-traveling fashionista. She's just lost in the world of hymns and prayers, according to the gallery. Yep, she's engrossed in a good old hymn book, not Facebook. Back in the day, around 1850 or 1860, every single person who laid eyes on this painting would have instantly recognized that she was all caught up in a hymnal or prayer book. But today, let's be real, we compare it to a phone. Now we're about to embark on a journey through time and fashion. In 2011, the internet exploded with excitement over a mind-boggling photo from 1941. What was so special about it, you ask? Well, it showcased a person dressed in a modern-day fashion. They called him the time-traveling hipster. Sleek sunglasses, a cardigan over a sweater, and a hairstyle that screamed, "I've just rolled out of bed." This guy was the epitome of swag, even in the 40s. I mean, he would fit right in the streets of LA today. But here's where Einstein's theory of space and time come into play. Our inability to teleport ourselves across eras keeps us guessing about this mysterious man. The most amazing thing, though, is that his clothes are actually quite fitting for his era, too. Those wraparound sunglasses he sported, they were all the rage in the 1920s. Next, his t-shirt proudly flaunted the logo of the Montreal Maroons, a pro hockey team that graced the ice of the National Hockey League from 1924 to 1938. While this fashion-forward fellow may seem like a time-traveling trendsetter, his style was actually on point for 1941. Now, how about unraveling the secrets of the past with a World Cup moment? Brazil triumphs over Czechoslovakia in the epic 1962 final. But forget about the game for a moment, because there's something even juicier at play: the device in the hands of a photographer. It seems like this photographer is flaunting a flip phone. Obviously, flip phones didn't hit the market until 1996, and they didn't become all the rage until the mid-2000s. It's as if this time traveler is rocking a timepiece from 2007, back when the mighty Motorola Razr ruled the world. If you look closely, you'll see that this device is none other than a good old box camera. You can operate those with one hand, making them a go-to for capturing timeless moments. And if we zoom in on the details, it appears that his camera has a fancy attachment fixed on top. A flashbulb, perhaps? So as much as we'd love to believe in time-traveling paparazzi, it seems like we've stumbled upon a delightful case of mistaken identity. Is it just me, or is this ancient Greek statue showing a laptop with USB ports? So here's the scoop. This statue is called Grave Naskos of an enthroned woman with an attendant, and it's causing quite a stir. Some people are convinced that this ancient artwork is a legit time-traveling laptop. This statue, displayed in the J. Paul Getty Museum in California, was originally used as a funeral marker way back in 100 BCE. It stands a little over 37 inches tall and showcases a woman chilling on a throne-like chair while a young servant holds open a slender box for her inspection. Sounds pretty normal, right? But the internet was buzzing with speculation and wild theories about ancient Greeks with secret laptops. Brace yourselves for the jaw-dropping revelation behind the 800-year-old mobile phone that's been causing a debate. An image surfaced online claiming to show an ancient mobile phone dug up by archaeologists. That ancient tablet was claimed to date back to the 13th century BCE. By that time, the Sumerian writing style had been around for ages. Let's not forget that cuneiform tablets are as common as pigeons in the city. An estimated 2 million of these tablets have been unearthed. The language was a real head-scratcher until the 19th century, when scholars cracked its code. Cuneiform was the writing system developed by the ancient Sumerians way back in 3500 to 3000 BCE. They were the original wordsmiths. paving the way for all the future Shakespeares. This whole story, too, turned out to be a hoax. Babylonokia is actually an artwork from 2012 made by artist Carl Weingartner, who crafted a clay tablet that looked like a time-traveling mobile phone. So it was a modern-day artwork covered with ancient script. But hey, let's keep searching for those hidden secrets of the past. A couple of years ago, archaeologists went digging in Mongolia and stumbled upon an ancient mummy. Experts noticed something peculiar about her footwear. They screamed Adidas trainers. Did this ancient lady have a penchant for sporty kicks? They examined the body and estimated it to be 1,100 years old. It turns out our funky footwear-loving mummy was most likely a Turkic seamstress. Perhaps those shoes were part of her work attire, keeping her stylish while stitching up a storm. She also had a whole treasure trove of ancient goodies with her. We're talking about an ancient clutch bag, a mirror, a comb, and more. There was one thing missing: a cell phone. It seems our time-traveling dreams will have to wait for another day. So my fellow adventurers, while the Adidas-esque footwear raised some eyebrows, it turns out our mummy friend was just a fashionable seamstress strutting her stuff in ancient times. A photo from over 100 years ago features a group of suave Canadians lounging on a scenic hillside. But wait, there's our star attraction, a young man flaunting an outfit straight out of a tropical paradise. Picture this: a snazzy t-shirt, shorts that scream beach vibes, and a head of hair that's definitely seen better days. Who knew time travel came with a dress code? Some say the woman on the right is pointing in disbelief, while others claim everyone's faces are frozen in sheer astonishment. Would a genuine time traveler actually cruise through the ages dressed like a misplaced beach bum? So while we soak up the excitement of this eyebrow-raising enigma, let's remember that fashion choices can be as unpredictable as the time-space continuum. What if we set aside time traveling and took a look at the images of people doing modern things a century ago? Feast your eyes on old snapshots. For example, take a look at these people on a roller coaster. I guess they were into amusement parks too. Now look at this gentleman with his pair of roller skates. Next up, we have photos where people pose with goofy faces. It's nice that it's not just us modern-day people who want to mock each other. Shall we dive into a 1915 photo showing us a deep sea dive? People just don't wake up one day and decide to dive into the waters. They learned it over time. We didn't invent the group selfie. People have been taking selfies since the early days of photography. Do you think we'll ever be able to invent a time machine one day?
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.